You're listening to a Life in Quebec podcast. For more, visit lifeinquebec.com.
I'm Andrew Greenfield from lifeinquebec.com, and I'm with Denis Drolet, who is a hockey referee and official. On Saturday the 12th of September, hockey history was made in Quebec City with the opening of the Centre Vidéotron. The sporting arena has taken over 3 years to build at a cost of hundreds of millions of dollars. It's hoped that one day an NHL team will grace the ice. Perhaps there's work going on behind the scenes to make that dream a reality. For now, though, this top-class venue plays host to junior hockey. The Quebec Remparts of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League playing their home games there, having moved from the Colisée Pepsi just next door. We're joined by Denis Drolet, who officiated in the opening game between the Quebec Remparts and Rimouski Oceanic. Denis, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Andrew.
Denis, there will only ever be one first game at the Centre Vidéotron, and you were as close as you could be to the action. How does it feel to be part of history?
Actually, it was incredible. That was a wonderful experience. Being one of the four officials on the ice for the really first game of the history of the Centre Vidéotron, it was kind of a great privilege.
Okay, so tell me about the build-up to the day for you. When did you know you were going to be one of the officials?
Yeah, actually, being a hockey referee in the Quebec Junior Major League, we have to give to our referee-in-chief, Richard Trottier, our availability. I would say 1 month in advance. And he sent us our schedule 2 weeks before the beginning of the month. So I was fortunate to look at my agenda, my games, and Richard chose me to be one of the first referee for the first game. So that was great.
So a huge honor and a huge privilege then.
Oh yeah, that was a great privilege. Actually, on the ice we were four, I would say, veteran. The two referees were Éric Charon and Nicolas Dutil. They are actually the two more experienced referee, and my colleague linesman Yannick Potier and me, we are the only two guys from Quebec City officiating in the league. So Richard gave us the privilege to be on the ice, and actually, I'm the second more experienced linesman in the league. So that was, as I told you, that was a great news for me.
So do you think they picked the experienced officials just because of the occasion, because of who was there,
yes.
The world's hockey media watching?
Actually, for Richard chose us because we are the most experienced referee, and it was something like a privilege giving to us because we do so much for the league, and it was something like an award, a recognition
Yes.
for us. Yeah.
So you, when you're officiating in hockey games, you must have a regular game day routine, things that you do.
Yeah.
This was no regular game day, though, was it? Did you do anything differently, or?
Yes and no. For me, it was it was the first game of the year, and knowing that it would be crowded around the Centre Vidéotron, I wanted to be at the arena very early. So I was at the arena, I would say, around 4 o'clock, and we had the privilege to go in the Centre Vidéotron and look where is the room. It's a brand new arena for us. We have to know where is the room, where we will go on the ice, and a lot of stuff like that. But to answer your question, every game we have to be at the arena at least 1 hour before the game. And when we are in the arena, we take off our equipment from our bag because we really want to know that we didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
And after that, we train. Actually, we always play wall ball. I guess it's wall ball, and we compete. We have something like a competition before the game, but it's for us. It's a good way to warm up, and we jog a little bit also, or we do some stationary cycle, and after that, we begin to prepare for the game.
So you're ready for the game. It's the opening night of the Centre Vidéotron. You've got all these former stars from the Quebec Grand Prix. You've got former stars from the Quebec Nordiques. You've got all the dignitaries there that made it happen, that helped the arena get off the ground. Were you nervous in front of all those people?
Yeah, I would say a little bit. I was not really nervous, but I felt that it was a special night and there was something different. The feeling was great, and we wanted to live every moment of this special game, special night, and special event, and everything around this game.
So you're on the ice.
Yeah.
Capacity crowd.
Yeah.
Every seat taken. Is that the first time you've officiated in front of that many people?
It was the first time with it was a record of the league, so for me it was a record for me too.
Yeah.
But I remember to ref some games. I had the chance to ref two pre-games of the World Championship in Quebec City in 2008. The game between Finland and Canada, and also the game between Russia and Canada.
Wow!
So it was a great that night. That event was kind of a special memory for me because the Colisée was full, and seeing in one hand. Martin Saint-Louis, you look at the other side, you see Ilya Kovalchuk and some other stars from Russia. It was a great night, and being a referee from Canada, usually in the world competition, usually a Canadian cannot ref his own. His own country.
Yeah.
But because it was a pre-game, a pre-tournament game, so I had this privilege. It was great.
So but coming back to the night again, the Saturday night, opening night for the arena, capacity crowd. When you make decisions, and can you hear the crowd? Can you feel them? Can you sense what's going on?
Oh yeah. Actually, we want to feel the crowd because we prefer to work in the game when it's crowded than when it's empty. It's like for the players, we have this feeling. We want to do a great job. We want to concentrate a lot to be sharp. With our calls, and so when the game begins. We really we look forward to make our first call, and we
well, you did that after 21 seconds. There was a big fight after 21 seconds, and two guys got a 5-minute penalty.
Yeah,
so.
that was I guess that was a strange decision of the players to fight. At the first whistle, but it's junior game, but
they're excited too. It's a big night for them too.
Yeah. I guess they wanted to bring some emotion in the game. Hockey is an emotional sport, and I guess that's what Yannick Turcotte wanted to do, and bring the fans behind the rampart.
Okay, well, I think they certainly did that. Now, the arena itself, what do you think of it? Now you've seen it, you've been there, you've skated it. What do you think of the new arena?
That's a great arena. They thought about everything. That's great. You see, all the restaurant, all the place where you have to walk, where you have to, the crowd, the bench. It's a professional. It's a professional arena. And all the technology you see. You see the pre-game show that was kind of great, everybody says that it's one of the best arena right now. I guess I would say the best arena.
It's the newest.
Yeah,
so.
because it's the newest, and I believe that, and even. When you go downstairs where the rooms are, I would say that it's the same thing. You have space, and that's great.
So is the arena ready to receive an NHL team? Do you think?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No,
are we going to get one? Is the city going to get an NHL team?
I hope I hope it won't be long. I would like to have the Nordic come back next year. The sooner would be the best, I guess, for the Quebec fans.
Okay. You've been a hockey official now for a long time. Have you ever, well, you've spoken about it a little bit, but have you ever experienced anything like that before?
Yeah, as I told you, I had great experience at the World Championship in Quebec City. Also, I had many games in the queue that I remember, when Sidney Crosby came for 2 years, only 2 years in the league. The league wanted to protect, his star. Actually, one of the most important thing for the league is to protect his product, and his product is the players.
Yeah.
So we have to protect our best players. And I remember the league wanted always to have at least one veteran on the game, and I was at that time already a veteran. So I had to go that year very often in Rimouski. And on the road also to referee Rimouski. At that time we were just 3 on the ice, one referee, 2 linesmen. So very often I had to ref games with Sidney Crosby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So how long have you been a hockey referee and linesman?
Yeah, I just began my 28 years.
Wow.
So that's a long journey. As I told you, I'm the second more experienced in the league, and
so how many games is that now for you?
For me now, I used to ref more than 40, almost 50 games a year. Now, because of all my duties and at the job, and also I'm a parent, so. Now I would say I ref around 25 games a year. Last year, actually, I ref 26 games.
Okay. So, but how many have you done? How many have you officiated?
On the September 12th, the opening night in Quebec, it was my 1001 game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not many people get that far, do they?
No, I guess... I guess I'm the 4th or 5th. I don't exactly have the right rank, but I'm one of the first official to do 1,000 game in the league.
So you're going to keep going though? No signs of stopping?
I have a lot behind me. That year, this year, I really wanted to be a part of the referee crew because. I wanted to be part of the games in the Centre Vidéotron. I take one game. I take one game at a time and 1 year at a time, and I will see where I will go with that.
So you talked about being a parent and having a job as well. So you have a family, which Obviously, you have responsibilities there. But
Yeah.
tell me about your day job.
Yeah, I work for TD Bank. I'm a vice president. I take care of the business of the branches of Quebec City, but also I have all the Sherbrooke branches, Chicoutimi and Gaspé. When I have meetings, it's in Montreal or Toronto.
Okay.
So actually, I have to travel a lot for my job, and that's I'm passionate by my job. I'm a passionate guy, and so I have a big responsibility in my job.
So how do you combine your job, which obviously pays the bills at home, with your hockey? Because it's like having two careers, isn't it, really?
Yeah, but being a hockey referee, it's a kind of a hobby for me. But I would say that it's something like it's my personal time, and it's a time that I can forget everything else. And when I'm in a game, there is only that game that is important for me during the game.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a balance for me.
So it allows you to switch off.
Okay. That's it. And I have to be very disciplined with my schedule. Because as you told, I have two kids. My boy, my son is also playing hockey, and actually I coach. I coach I coach him in hockey minor.
Do you have any free time? Do you have any?
Yeah, sometimes I have to. Yeah, and I don't have to forget my wife, which is who is
That's very important, Denis. Well said.
Yeah, she is very important, and she understands, and she's very patient. She's wonderful, and she understands. But I have to have free time for her sometimes. On weekends, and going to a supper or a show. But I first, as I told you, I give my availability to my hockey referee in chief, and also I check my schedule at the job. Actually, first I check my schedule at the job, and then I gave my availability. Then we check for the rest, but we have to be very disciplined with the schedule.
Okay, and you think you'll be officiating in games for the next few years?
As I told you, I take 1 year at a time. It's like that. I would say it has been like that for, I would say, 5-6 years.
Okay.
I'm in really good shape. I'm fortunate to have a good shape. I train. I every two days I run, and I take care of myself because it's very important.
So you don't.
I knock on wood because I don't want to be injured, but
So you don't officiate hockey games to keep fit. You keep fit so that you can officiate hockey games.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. We have to be fit to be on the ice with these young boys. They are the players are so fast today, so we have to be prepared, and we have to be in shape.
Well, Denis Drolet, congratulations for being part of history, and good luck with the season and beyond. And thank you very much for speaking to lifeinquebec.com.
My pleasure. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you for listening to a Life in Quebec podcast. For more news, editorials, and opinion, visit lifeinquebec.com.